got AP articles where the FBI has said they're going to be at shopping malls everywhere. Can you imagine how much money Chertoff, who put the first order in as the Homeland Security head, will make now that he heads up the company? And it just goes over all of it. Local news is reporting that you will be put into a naked body scanner, and everywhere from the ankles to the neck will be searched, and they will squeeze your genitals. So first it was just pat you down. Now they're gonna let you know. It's all about people getting in your comfort zone. And TSA will be there commanding the local security. Isn't that just special? U.S. no-fly list of suspect terrorists doubles in 12 months. Last time I saw it was 2 million. I don't know what this London Guardian says, 21,000. I can give you a newscast from 2016. It had doubled from 1 million to over 2, and then they made it secret. But I guess this is a specific list they're saying of people they say are terrorists. You mean like a Lockheed who hung out secretly at the Pentagon, or the underwear bomber you got on the plane? I mean, those guys? They say it's 21,000 of these people that they think are known terrorists. Oh, yeah. The Pentagon itself says there's less than 100 al-Qaeda in all of Afghanistan. But that's okay, because Google is to allow censorship of blogger content worldwide. And Twitter's announcing it. See, I told you. They didn't want the recording industry controlling it through a law in Congress. They're just going to do it with the governments. And Google admitted in the U.S. and England, they're taking stuff down that's seen as anti-government, or what was the exact quote, critical of the government. And they take it down. And they've delisted us from Google News, and they've delisted us in many other ways. So, I mean, they're already doing it. Going to stand for freedom? Infowars.com and Prisonplanet.com is the test. That's why we're using some of their own platforms to fight back against them. And I'm going to make that announcement coming up at the start of the second segment. Then we've got Gerald Celente popping in. And then we've got the one, the only, Fritz Springmeier for a detailed report. But I've covered about 70% of what I want to get to, at least skimming the surface. I want to get into more detail as well. Prisonplanet.tv. You know, I had wanted to air most of it today. To on Sunday. I did an amazing interview with Gerald Celente. It's like 45 minutes long, commercial-free last night on the Nightly News. He was really on fire. We covered a lot of key topics, but I'm going to play just a few clips when we come back in the next segment. Also, we've had listeners point out that since Google, and I wish I would have used it more before they changed the algorithm, since Google changed things, has changed their whole system, to stop our Google bombs. We can still do them a little bit, but it just doesn't, it's not guaranteed. Maybe a third of the time we tried it works, and then they just knock it down. But it was certainly good while it lasted. We need to do more of this. So it's up to you to do these tests, and we're trying to learn about these systems and then to give us feedback about it. We're going to do a Twitter bomb and something new. We've done a Twitter bomb once, and it worked pretty well. We're going to do a Reddit bomb. A Reddit bomb on our article that is up on the Drudge Report. Where did that go? I just had it. Full body scanners at Super Bowl 2012. It's red-linked on Infowars.com and Prisonplanet.com. But you can also, it's from the right-hand side, in amongst other Super Bowl news there on the Drudge Report. A headline, full body scanners at Super Bowl 2012. First-time devices linked with cancer risk used for public sports event. We're going to ask our sizable audience fighting back against the censorship when I come back from break to do everything you can to retweet, but to also go to the link at the bottom of the article at Infowars.com. At the bottom of the article, we've added a Reddit link where Paul posted it, and we want you to go vote it up. And we'll see if they do what Dig used to do. When Dig was a lot big before they started censoring and, you know, destroyed themselves, the traffic went down dramatically. We didn't develop it. Listeners would dig our articles, and it would go to the top. And then they just banned any Infowars or Prison Planet. You know, that's what's frustrating is you win. It's like Ron Paul. In fact, that was from yesterday. It went up last night. Will you get it out of the archive? the featured news archive, so much of our top news scrolls off. And it's a tiny little link under a text ad. I'm going to tell the IT guys to make that a bigger blue link or a red link to that archive, where Ron Paul has been shut out of the CPAC. Now, he won, like Reagan did, the coveted CPAC 2 years in a row. Nobody's ever done that. And that shows that most conservatives and libertarians there actually like Ron Paul, just like he wins all the straw polls. And it shows there's election fraud. It shows he's winning every other metric. All you see all over the country are Ron Paul stickers, endorsements, signs. But in these states known for fraud, he's getting trounced. Like a lot of polls show he's #1 in Nevada. The news isn't even talking about him in Nevada. I saw a few articles saying he can win in Nevada, but instead it's all about the scumbag Donald Trump endorsing Newt Gingrich. I mean, that's all you need to know. This is a casino owner, Democratic operative who gives double to the Democrats, and he's a joke. And I'm not even saying Mitt Romney's good. Obviously, I'm not. I'm just saying every scumbag is endorsing Newt Gingrich. Give me and attacking Ron Paul. So you can't win. I'm an arrogant front for, globalist money. I go bankrupt all the time, and the investors get left outside. I mean, he's just a big foppish goofball. A nobody, a front man, a bag man, a nobody. Trump's a joke, a preening peacock, everything that's wrong with this world. Prancing around constantly in public. Makes me want to throw up. The point is, and giving all his advice out, a bunch of deception. The point about him is, he's saying Ron Paul can't win. So, yeah, there's the article. Oh, they're going to have Romney and Gingrich there, two globalists, but not Ron Paul. Why? Because he's going to win. Oh, don't put them on the football field. Don't put that horse out there in the Kentucky Derby. It'll win. We don't want winners. All right, the lion's share of our audience is broadcast radio, XM, and global shortwave. XM channel 166, over 100 AM and FM affiliates across the United States. And by the way, I'm actually taking over affiliate relations. Genesis is going to continue to do it as well, but I'm going to be sending emails to all our affiliates and their program directors, managers. If you ever want to get in contact with us directly, if you ever have requests for liners or for me to come on your shows or to discuss in the future traveling to your station, you're going to be getting an email today, and one was sent out yesterday. So look for that in your inboxes because we just so many affiliates, and now it gets sent to Genesis in Minnesota and then sent to us, and it's causing some issues on us getting stuff done we're supposed to. So you still contact Genesis, but you can also contact us. If you got a question, anything, we are here to serve our AM and FM affiliates. You can also listen to the show streaming on their stations. We are #1 streaming, according to Shoutgas, other metrics, just on our streams that are just a small portion of them. And, of course, the free podcast that goes up in the evening. But it's so important to support our local AM and FM affiliates as an outreach to people who are listening in mass in those towns. You can stop your car, tell people tune into the local station right now. You can, when you go in the Five and Dime or go in the gas station or go to church, you can tell folks, hey, tune in to this show. Here's the station. That's where we can really reach a lot of people. And more than ever, we're being censored. We've been delisted from Google News. That doesn't mean Google Web. You can find our articles there, though we've been pushed down in rankings. Google News, the news function, the news alert on record. Now, in the Hill newspaper today, just as Twitter announced on Monday, they will be censoring at any government request. Your Twitter account will be deleted. Your tweets will be deleted. Indonesia, China, Iran, U.S., everything Hosni Mubarak did and they decried, they will shut it down. Google is now complying with government requests for things that are, quote, critical of government. The British are now sending D-list, which they use internally to shut down media stories in England. The censors, that Google is now complying with U.S. media on that. This is beyond SOPA. And I told you, they didn't want the recording industry a lower level system. I mean, you go to a Bilderberg event, it's Google, it's Microsoft. I mean, they're at the top. And they're all eugenicists, of course. You got to be part of that club. Warren Buffett, all of them. And they're all about the technocracy, Silicon Valley, all of it. They're not going to let Hollywood, that's just part of their propaganda core, ham-fistedly come in and screw things up. They're going to do it through the fact that they're private corporations that have taken over the web. Okay? So you better stop using Google and the rest of them. And the corporate whore media is very jealous of Infowars.com. They're very jealous of the Drudge Report and savaging it on a daily basis now. They don't know how to deal with people that just go to a URL even when they censor everything else. They don't know how to deal with that. So please email Infowars.com out to everyone you know. Your Twitter, your Facebook, Google, the old MySpace, everything. Realize your email list. You're not going to have this forever if we don't use it now. They're trying to start shutting it down because they're scared. And we've just got to proliferate our videos and our info. And Aaron's saying we need to save all the shows on hard drives and have them as an archive, because with this Kazaa type software, they can delete my voice off the entire internet once it's all on cloud systems. I mean, it's already happened, and I've called the company and said, why with Endgame, if anybody uploads 30 seconds to YouTube or other channels, it won't let them upload it. This is pre-restraint. All because I went through a distributor that then signed it to a catalog of a Canadian company to try to put Endgame in stores. I hold the copyright. It's in my contract that I can give it out free on the internet. And you notice they left a few channels they think are mine up. But everywhere else, you can't put 30 seconds of Endgame now on the web. They can hit one button and it'll start like a virus erasing my voice forever. Your voice. This is what their cloud system, their centralized internet 2 is all about. So use Start Page, use other proxy systems. Stop using the globalist operation. Stop using their grid, because they're spying on you with it, you name it. But it's really coming to a head. We got Fritz Springmeier coming up with an incredible report. John's gotten together a bunch of video clips from Eyes Wide Shut, The Good Shepherd, and other mainstream media where they basically show you mainstream fiction, quasi-history like The Good Shepherd, where they show you what's happening in reality through fiction in the case of Eyes Wide Shut, but then a bunch of news articles about Tony Blair and the occult and Francois Mitterrand and the occult, and just a lot of other Rothschilds wearing devil necklaces on TV. I mean, old women wearing really creepy stuff, and their connections to that. That's all coming up when he joins us. And we found the dead link to the old Times of London article, but it's dead, about the tortured women escaping the castle. I mean, this stuff's getting removed off the web, folks. They're removing the articles where the Rockefellers admitted they're having meetings with Bill Gates about reducing population with Oprah Winfrey and Ted Turner and Soros. One disgusting crew of scum. Now, I want everybody to listen to me carefully. Listeners have advised, as they did, we start the Google bomb. They've now blocked us on that. Very effective weapon while we had it. Wish I would have used it more when we had it. But boy, wasn't it great when we had it. We're just fighting back, probing the enemy here. We want you to do, if you believe in what we're doing and want to really get the word out and fight the TSA, but also the globalist attempted blockade, Berlin, electronic Berlin Wall against our information, to do a Twitter bomb and to do a Reddit bomb. And Reddit, if it goes to the top, millions of people will read this article. Drudge is already doing his part with a side link that'll send hundreds of thousands. If it was a top link, it'd be millions. But we think Drudge, period, for this link. The point is that full body scanners at Super Bowl 2012. First time devices linked with cancer risk used for public sports event. Fans attending the 2012 Super Bowl on Sunday will face a new level of security in addition to pat-downs before they are allowed to enter the Lucas Oil Stadium. Full-body X-ray scanners, the type linked to cancer by Johns Hopkins and others. Continuing, according to WPRI news reporter Matt